Hello YouTube, and welcome to another whole video, and this time it's gonna be all about books because this weekend it's I'm gonna do it like this: Boekenfestijn in Antwerp here, which is a 4-day event. It's all over Belgium and Holland, and each time in a different place. But there you can find new books at about a third to a fifth of their actual price in the stores. So some real bargains are being done there. I myself today, I went there this morning. I just went past all the Dutch books to the history section and then to the English piles, because you must imagine it's a big expo hall, well actually two halls, and there's row upon row upon row of books all in different themes. So got a bit of a stack for myself. They even have ospreys this year. So let's start with looking over what I found. Now, this one, the first, is a Japanese novel in anime style from the creator of Dead Note. You always get a coupon promotion for a free book or hobby article. Yes, things like the story of Raphael van der Vaart for children. Well, this was the most interesting of the freebies that was there. Now, they are the freebies, so they're not the good stuff, but could be an interesting read. So Zaragoto, book 1, the Kubikiri cycle. Never heard of it. See in a while what it brings. The second thing I bought, actually 3 books. They're for my mom and dad. Her crossword puzzle books. They tend to do that stuff, so there they go. And then we start with the good stuff. The first one came from the children's section, cost me €2. It's a World War I book for children. I just bought it because I was intrigued by it. It's not that thick, it's about 100 pages. Might be nice, might be bad, don't know. My second whole book also came from the children's section. It's one of the Urchins of the Riding Tale. €3 for the book. They're nice reads. For when you want something like that. And then we start with the big stuff. So we got a book from Bernd Cornwell, Warriors of the Storm. €4. Then I've got by Michael Scott, The Warlock. Was €3 this book, The Secrets of the Immortal. Don't know the series, so I'll see what it gives. It's with Nicholas Flamel, Machiavelli, Billy the Kid apparently. Seems something weird. Then by the next one I got €4 was by Tim Severin, a book from the Saxon series. I like this Viking series, I enjoy this pirate series. Well, I'm still reading his Viking series, so now I've got one of the Saxons as well. Then a non-novel book, but I thought it was a funny thing. The biography of Hugh Hefner, the man himself, €2. Then I've got these two little bookies. They're like train books or something for a quick read in between. They were €1 a piece. The first is Mrs. Rosie and the Priest, which comes from the Decameron, from Florentine Masterpiece. And the other one is The Voyage of Sir Francis Drake Around the World. So these are really small little bookies, about 60 pages each. Penguin Classics, don't go too far wrong with that. Then I've got for €2 the movie adaptation of the Noah film with Russell Crowe, the biblical story, which didn't really turn out to be like the Bible, how it was played on the movies. Next, also for €2, a vampire fantasy book. It's apparently the final one in the series, don't know. This size of books, 300 pages, paperback novels, not too big. I like them because they fit in my jacket. In my pocket of my jacket, and they're excellent reads, easy reads for public transportation, so I never go outside without a book in my pocket. Yeah, it's weird, most people don't give you that, but I'm a reader. Got one of the Torchwood books, the spin-off of Doctor Who from a few years ago, with centered around Captain Jack. So this one I hadn't read. I got the Firstborn from it, but Never had this one, so be a fun read. Movie novelization of The Dark Knight, €3. Not too shabby. Then I've got something special. Actually, I bought them for the girlfriend, but she doesn't read too much English, but you never know. They're erotic novels of the SM era. Team, genre. Got no idea what to expect of it. What Suki wants is silken servitude. Woohoo! Sounds dirty. They were also €2 a piece. So then, Ospreys. First time I saw them, having them, and I go there all year. There were about 10 different titles, World War, everything. I bought 4 because they were in the history period that I like playing. I always say to people I like to play from Civil War to Civil War, historically. So it means from the English Civil War up to the American Civil War. Other eras, well, they're the Dark Ages with the Irish and everything. That's fun gaming, but it's not really my period, or period of choice, or age of choice, or whatever. But anyways, I've got a book on the Light Dragoons from 1715 to 2009. So how they started out in the Napoleonic War and what now they're a tank regiment. It's nice. We'll see. Now this one was the first one I saw and I really wanted it. It's an ACW book, the Kearsarge versus the Alabama. Cherbourg, 1864. So can't do too bad on this. Then I've got Decatur's Bold and Daring Acts, the Philadelphia in Tripoli 1804. So it's a book against barbaric pirates and everything. So 1804, good era. And then I've got another Civil War book, The Avenging Angel, the John Brown's raid on Harper's Ferry. Now this wasn't a Civil War, this instigated the Civil War. John Brown was in that case a very important historical figure for the old John Brown's Body Lies Immobile, which turned out into Glory Hallelujah, the song. So this ignited the whole thing. 18 months later they were at war. So, all the Ospreys were €6. You normally pay 15, 17 pounds, 13 in promo, but whatever. €6 a piece, big deal. Then I've got another book I don't know, nor a writer. Oxa Pollock, Hearts of Two Wolves, apparently a fancy book. Because apparently the poster also on the reverse, so yeah, nice little poster on the inside of the book, apparently. We'll just see what this book gives. It was a €3 book, so. Then another €3 book. Not a novel, but tracing the history. A Tree Without Roots goes about the black slaves who are being shipped to the British, African, Asian, Caribbean eras and how it goes. So always interesting. People can't learn enough. Then a £3 book, a Darkest Age book. Nothing to do with the Dark Ages. Well, a bit, but it's fantasy. So we got the Book of the Sword. Apparently it's from a series. You got also the Coming of Dragons and the Circle of Stone or something. So see what that gives. Next, totally different era. Steampunk. The Martian Ambassador. I've read good things about this book. It's by Alan K. Baker. Now I finally got myself a copy. So we'll see how that turns out. I haven't seen the name Bar Zoom appear, so same settings. Nope. €4. Then another nice one, and actually the most expensive book I bought because it was a full €7. The World's Greatest Master and Commander Stories. We all know the Russell Crowe movie. Well, there was a lot more stories. So this one actually goes about the courage of the sailors on tall ships. It's not really related to the movie. It's just when the book Master and Commander, you got the movie, everybody. Yeah. And then there's the final book that I bought, €2.50. The Age of Misrule, Age of Forever. Apparently, according to the short summary in the back, the modern world has been transformed into a land of myth. So I like the siren-like eye. Don't know if they had anything to do with it, because often the art on books doesn't really relate to stories. But it has to do something with a festival and everything where they have to fight. So I don't know. If I read this, I actually would think it's more like Combat in Middle Earth. Yeah. So mankind's days appear numbered. They prepare to resurrect the god Balor, blah 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 blah. But if our champions fail, the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain will dawn and the dark god Balor will usher in the night. So you've got champions who have to fight to free the world for a god not coming. Yeah. So you got Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Sonny whatever. It's something to stick in my head. So. But anyways, that's the book haul. Now that's the bill. Normally, if you buy like I got 28 books. One for free, so I bought 27. If you go to a normal bookstore, 10, 15, 20 euros for most of those books. Like novels, they also go around 10, so that's why this is a really interesting thing, because I paid 82.84 euros for all the books. That's nice. So that means gotta take my calculator, because really reading, counting, not my thing. So I've got 28 books and it costed me, Jesus, there I go. Oh, I hate computers. 82.84 divided by 28. On average 2.96, well, 2.95857 or so 2.96 euros a book. See you next time. I'm gonna start reading now. Well, first I'm gonna start sorting, then I'm gonna start reading. Cheers and bye bye.